Hello, everyone, and welcome to our weekly harvest. And today, with Dmitry, we're going to discuss the latest news. And I'm fortunate to be back from Money 2020 from Amsterdam, and a lot of things are happening. And today, we will focus maybe more on the financial side. We have three exciting news which we would like to highlight to our listeners. And hello, Dmitry.
Hello, Igor. Happy to see you back from Money 2020. Yes, this week was quite a big week, mostly an important week, mostly from financial perspective, not from product design or product news. And we have to share it with all of you because it seems like this week gave us a lot of new insights about fintech world and what's happening around the globe and where we are as an industry. Let's start with I think that will be a little bit, shake the London fintech world or UK fintech world is that Wise, which is UK-based fintech, announced that they are planning to move a primary stock market listing from London to New York. Well, I understand why they are doing this. This is because they are researching. US market has much higher liquidity, deep capital there, and they are moving there for searching for new money and go deep for money venturing. But unfortunately for London and for Europe, it can be a shake and a significant blow for the status London has as a global financial hub.
Capital of fintechs. And yes, it's a big news. And some discussions that I saw on LinkedIn, they connected to the more political and economical side because the parameters and how FC and regulators or overall the market perception is different. Because the usually even with the shares, you need to kind of pay in advance before you're getting any real money from your shares. And I think that's kind of combined effect from the liquidity and overall parameters that you can meet and have with the listing compared to United States. So that will affect the market. And to discuss maybe a little bit further, that's interesting case because so far Wise is sitting on MEI license, so it's not even retail bank. So compared to big players like Monzo or Revolut, they are not seeking and they don't have a full retail license. They still acting as electronic money issuer, although they have pretty unique, I would say, model that I even can say they invented because before the Wise, all the cross-border payments, they usually were facilitated by the SWIFT. The disadvantage or the how SWIFT is operating is not real time. So basically, money are making several hopes. For each hope between the bank, between sender and a receiver, you have several hopes. Is each hope you're paying a specific fee. So it's long, it's costly. So Wise invented the model when you technically getting the money into one pocket in one country and getting the money out of another pocket in another country, which makes it almost real time, depending on the banking rails in this specific country. And it makes much more cheaper because money are not traveling with the specific transaction. They settle in sometimes in a bulk, or even if they have balanced out cash flow in one country and another, it might be not even the need to balance out those settlements. So it's pretty cool news in one hand that Wise is moving, but maybe it's a little bit sad news for United Kingdom market because that shows that giants like Wise, they have no choice and they move into other countries for the listing.
Yeah.
So then maybe more financial news or more financial discussion, and I will steal this question from your side, Dimitri. You proposed it. It's global fintech revenue surged 21%, and it's really significant number because if we compare to the numbers that we see from the retail banking, it just growing 6% per year. So what do you think about that?
Well, it's a huge and important news for our industry. When you go to different conferences where you go, to speak with people from the industry, you hear everywhere that the industry is blowing, it's growing. The industry is, it's not on the peak, and we still have a lot of things to improve to do. And yes, that's true. The QAD BCG Global Finance Report for 2025 highlighted that a 21% year-on-year increase based on comparison with last year in fintech revenues, specifically in fintech revenues. And finally, it's significantly outpacing the traditional financial services sector by 6% growth. So one of the moment is 2024. It was the year where fintech outpaced traditional financial services sector, and we started to be ahead. The report also noted that around 69% of publicly listed fintech companies are now reporting profits, and last year it was 50%. Well, with this dynamics, I hope next year we will have something like 71, 75%, which is absolutely amazing. And it's absolutely great what's happening.
The companies are maturing. Their investments are playing well. Maybe it's not news, but it shows the overlap with the recent discussions that N26 is also raising another round. So I think, and my assumption for the next year, that we will see more merge and acquisitions, because since a lot of players becoming profitable, one of the way to extend their business models and extend the market share is to do the merchant acquisitions. So in one hand, it will give a lot of new startups, because usually if you're a participant or you are employee of those companies, when the companies are profitable, then they go into IPO. You're basically have the budget to start your own thing. So we will see maybe a little bit more new startups in this area, and we will see merchant acquisitions, which is shaking up the market. It's a better growth and the speed for the market. So overall, it's really great news, because it shows that the next year will be much more fun for everyone in the industry. Maybe for the retailers, because they will have to move faster and adapt to the needs of the market faster. But also it shows that all those rumors and discussions, can those fintechs be profitable, they're out of reality, because they have a possibility to monetize their customers, and the ability to grow fast and then implement proper business models gives an ability to monetize those investments from VCs and actually have a significant market share and new business models coming on the market. Okay, that sounds really interesting. And the last question for today, or the last news.
The last news, it's linked to the second. Monzo. Monzo, they also showed profit.
Yeah.
But the profit they showed, it's absolutely amazing. 113 million pounds for financial year 24-25, and it's absolutely big increase comparison with the last year. Revenues achieved a hit of 1.2 billion, which is 48% much more than it was last year. Customer deposits rose by 48%. The executives of this company, even they received in total as salaries, bonuses, and all this thing around 12 million in the last financial year. I mean, 24-25, which is absolutely great and increasing. Giving you, for me, it's a motivation, and you can raise such money. Anyways, congrats to Monzo for this absolutely great achievement. They did a lot. If Wise is shaking the UK stock market, then Monzo is calming it down, showing that it's possible, improving that in Europe fintech is still climbing to the top, and I'm sure we'll have much bigger results next year, not only for Monzo. N26, as you mentioned today, and we mentioned in our previous episodes, I think we are right now in the most interesting period of fintech world. And now is, maybe we are not in .com era where everything was blowing up and increasing, and but we are very close. We are something similar, where fintech projects will be very popular. A lot of investors will be in fintech. So I think those who have startup ideas in fintech, they have to start now, because it's absolutely perfect time.
Yeah, that's a good moment. And combining maybe from the market perspective, as we see IPOs, as we see the profits for the companies, which a lot of has been in doubt, are they going to make it? And another area for the improvement is still technology, because we see a lot of discussions for the stable coins. Once again, on Money 2020, everyone was discussing. Compared maybe to my previous experience, it's not about just crypto, it's more the payment industry cases, business cases, which a stablecoin, I assume, is going to be big next years. So yeah, it's a really great news for everyone who is jumping in or already in the industry. It gives a lot of opportunities and the good assumptions. So it's a great news for everyone. As a host, I would like to highlight once again, please subscribe to our channel at YouTube. Please follow us on the LinkedIn. We have a community website or community page that you can follow. We're posting more news. This week, I also did a small stream from Money 2020 highlighting the news that were happening there. Once again, about Monzo and other things that are happening. So I'm pretty pleased and thank you and appreciate everyone who joined to listen our news today. And thank you, Dimitro, for your time and pretty fruitful discussion about the great news on the market.
Thank you very much, Igor. Happy to see you back from Money 2020. So the same thing from my side. Please continue to follow us. Take a look on our videos, and we'll try to keep this format alive and provide you with the most updates all the time, every week. Thank you very much. Have a nice weekend.
Have a great weekend.